This is the JJO Morning Show podcast with Johnny and D. Listen, rate, subscribe.
All right, dude. We're just eating and eating and eating. Endless shrimp did not mean endless success for Red Lobster. The seafood chain's ultimate endless shrimp deal became more popular than expected, inadvertently becoming a key factor in an $11 million loss in the third quarter.
Oh, my.
Yeah, so they put it on the menu and immediately lost money. The limited time promotional deal, in which guests picked two types of shrimp to enjoy nonstop for $20, got a permanent spot. Because remember, before it was I remember when it would be endless shrimp because Ski would be so excited that she was going to Red Lobster.
Thanks, Ski.
She planned her whole calendar year around when the endless shrimp would be happening at Red Lobster.
Oh, wow.
So then they made it a permanent thing.
Yeah.
And that's when the trouble happened.
Yeah.
So in June, it became a permanent menu item. Red Lobster's parent company, Thai Union Group, said earlier this month that the chain was headed toward a $20 million loss for 2023.
Wow.
So they upped the endless shrimp deal to $25.
$25.
Yeah. But they were doing it to. It's one of those things where they want to draw customers in, and then they hope that you have a few people with you that are not ordering the endless shrimp.
Ski balls out there. You can make it 25. I'll eat 75. You can raise it to 50. I eat 150.
Yeah. It's like a challenge.
People out there doing the math. How many shrimp do I need to eat?
And then he's like, orders exceeded our expectations. We wanted to boost our traffic, he said, and it didn't work. Oh,
they'd eat shrimp, not tip, and leave. See you later.
I'm sure.
God, when's the last time you were at Red Lobster?
Probably about a decade.
God, it's been a minute.
Yeah.
I don't know. I remember Red Lobster. Wow. Now I'm going back. Didn't they have endless crab legs or all you can eat crab legs?
I feel like that was a
way
yeah,
or like a very short term promotion.
Right.
I think they were the innovator of the all you can eat crab legs. But their crab legs are super skinny. It's not like you get Alaskan.
And they're like anorexic crabs.
King crab.
Sad.
Right, chicken legs. Chicken crab leg. Tiny. Skinny.
So confused.
Skinny.
But they're keeping it on the menu, I guess. But
Really?
I bet you it won't be for long. If I were you and you like munching down shrimps,
Well,
I'd get over there ASAP.
You look at I can sit and eat a whole pizza. I mean, you know what I'm saying? What do you think I can do to shrimp? They don't stand a chance.
I don't know.
You know, it reminds me of the scene in Wolf of Wall Street. Remember with McConaughey ordering martinis?
Yeah.
You just say to your server at Red Lobster, I want 2 martinis. And then I want another round of martinis in 7.5 minutes. And then another martini every 5.5 minutes until one of us passes the F out. But just change that with shrimp.
Man.
I took a date to prom to Red Lobster in Mansfield, Ohio.
You're like, do my fingers smell like fish because of Red Lobster or my date?
This has been Red Lobster Theater.
God damn it.
On prom night.
I did not want to make that joke.
So confusing. I remember, oh God, I got to think about this.
Oh my God, I went on a date to Red Lobster too.
Oh yeah, that was fine dining for a high schooler, dude. That was the coup de grace.
Yeah.
Dude. That was it.
So, this was right out of high school. I had just broken up with my high school boyfriend.
That was a big fancy deal to go to Red Lobster.
Yeah. Yep. Now
as long as
it's
your
all
mom,
coming back
as long as
to
your
me.
mom and dad gave you some Red Lobster money, it was a big deal to go to Red Lobster.
Man, oh man.
Oh yeah.
How'd your prom date go?
God, I'm trying to think of what prom or was it a homecoming? We God, was it with my sister's friend? I was always trying to date above my pay grade. I was trying to hit on my sister's girlfriends. She was 2 years ahead of me in high school.
Yeah.
I was always trying to make out with her frickin' flag corps girlfriends.
Yeah.
She'd get mad at me. She's like, they're not going to make out with you.
Did they?
No, of course not. But I think one took pity on me. God, who was that?
That's the pity F. We've all done it.
I don't even think I got felled up that night. I think it was just dinner. I think I was scared to death. I don't know.
Oh, she was like, I'm going to get some free Red Lobster.
He kind of homely, but I'm going for the Red Lobster. Oh, my God. This is like therapy. I was trying to remember what I wore. I remember because my my buddy worked there in high school up at the General Motors plant. God, is that weird? What a time capsule Red Lobster is in all our freaking timelines, dude. Well, what else? What other restaurant back then? You would have had
Olive Garden, right?
Sure, Bennigan's.
What's the other one? Ruby Tuesday.
There you go, man.
Yeah.
There you go. What are we missing?
We're missing
Ponderosa would
yeah.
have been working.
For sure.
And then like mom and pop or Mexican restaurants.
Yeah.
That does
but
all
you
over.
don't want to have Mexican before prom or homecoming.
Don't trust it.
You want to be all tooty on the dance floor.
Don't trust a fart when you're going in.
Yeah, that's like that's a bad first date too.
Man, think about people that think about people's appetites. I mean, have you ever eaten a whole pizza?
Like a thin crust.
Sure.
Pert near. I don't think I could do a whole. Sodium would kill me.
You're talking about a country where people could eat a pizza and a plate of brownies
Oh my God.
and keep going. Are you kidding me?
You know who can put it down is Lance. Dude, we went to Mount Vernon Tap, and he's like, I can eat a whole pizza. And these two old timers at the bar were like, no, you can't. And he's like, yes, I can. And so he ordered it, and then he was like, I'm only having 3 slices because I'm being responsible, but I could totally eat all that.
Yeah.
It's like, whatever, dude.
Yeah.
But yeah, there's. I mean, I feel like the all-you-can-eat stuff has gone away for a reason.
Yeah, for sure.
And also, as a person that doesn't like do the buffet thing to excess, I was always annoyed at buffet prices because I'm not eating $20 worth of food.
Right. That's why I don't go to buffets. I'm the exact opposite. I'll keep going back just because I paid and I'm there.
Right.
So
two separate philosophies.
Yeah, two completely separate philosophies. I was trying to think of who else does an all-you-can-eat anything. Anybody have an idea? That's like a bygone era, man.
It really does feel like
I can't think of anything.
Okay, I just put all-you-can-eat in my search.
Well, not a buffet, though. Wait. That's not fair. Don't do buffet.
And all-you-can-eat sushi came up.
Oh, now you're cooking.
What is this?
That ain't... I know that ain't Sushi Red.
What?
Sushi Red will be like, give us $1,000 and we'll make all-you-can-eat sushi.
Friday night at Takara, they have the all-you-can-eat sushi conveyor belt where it like just goes through and you just grab what you want.
Sure.
So here's a
that's right over here on.
I did not know.
It's right here by Vintage. This Takara, yeah, Grand Canyon.
Oh.
Yeah, they have I forgot they have the conveyor belt.
Yeah.
But only one piece of sushi comes out on each little serving dish.
Right.
But I mean, you can sit there and get fat all night. Yeah, you're fine. I forgot about that. We did it once. Isn't it like $38 or something? It's not cheap.
Yeah, I'm sure it's not because it's all you can eat sushi.
Yeah, no, I'd rather get a fresh roll.
Yeah, I'd rather order what I want. For sure.
Because usually what you want isn't coming through the conveyor belt. And I love Takara. We go there all the time.
Yeah.
Because it's great budget sushi. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah, I don't know. So there's World Buffet. I'm not getting a whole lot.
Hi, how's it going?
Hey, so as far as all you can eat, there's a couple places up in Beaver Dam that still do Friday night fish fries.
Fish, sure.
Food buffets. And then I think prime rib and seafood on Saturday night.
Oh, okay. But the fish...
And then the buffets usually are pretty much gone by the wayside.
Sure.
And that's probably because of my fault. A couple years ago, we went to Hooters on National Chicken Wing Day, and I stopped at 90 wings.
Bro.
90 wings.
Jeez.
Yeah, and that's...
Were they the
full wings.
Were they the big breaded one or the Daytona?
They're the big long breaded
God,
ones.
dude.
Yeah.
How'd you get through the night with that?
Not bad.
Really?
Not bad. But you could tell that the staff was getting pissed because they were getting longer and longer to get our orders.
There you go. Yeah, they'll wait you out. Yeah, it's a Mexican Hooter standoff.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
All right, man. Thanks.
90 wings.
90 wings. That seems impossible. Fish.
Chickens are outside just crying.
Fish, I understand because how many pieces of fish can you eat before you're on the floor in pain? I mean, come on. That's pretty filling. You get all that bread before your fish gets
you get the bread and the slaw. And,
forget about it.
Yeah, and
then you go to the salad bar and you load up 2 pounds of salad.
Yeah.
That ain't working. Hi. All you can eat. Hello?
Yeah, you want a good buffet. You just got to hit the Journey over on the east side.
Oh, I heard about that.
What is it?
Yeah,
What?
Journey.
Okay. Don't know that one.
Chinese, and it's they got a sushi bar in there, all you can eat. It's right where my buddies used to be.
Yeah,
Oh.
it's over by the
yeah. Way on the other side of the mall. Okay, so that's like a buffet, though, right?
Yeah, yup, all you can eat. I think on like weekends it's like $15 a person, but
I do
you'll
like.
get your money.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. Thanks. I do like the international spread. Like, what's the thing here on the west side over by Nevada Bob's?
World Buffet.
World Buffet, you fat son of a bitch. They have chicken, sushi, Chinese.
Yeah.
Dude, they have everything. It's like a mile of food. It's incredible.
That is pretty incredible.
Yeah, soups, lasagna. I mean,
You've talked about it before, yeah.
like, you just feel your stomach tightening as you walk in. I read, I shouldn't even say anything. I'll say it. I read a story about shrimp farming a while back. They raise these shrimp in like Thailand, in Asia. You don't really want to be eating that, and that's where a lot of the shrimp comes from. Disease, a lot of disease, because of how fast they try to grow them. And the biotics and all the stuff that they. And not only that, the other part of the equation that's bad is when they go out and they try to fish for shrimp, which we're getting harder and harder to find.
Yeah.
They use slave labor on the boats, and they don't even pay them. And these guys work 22-hour days, and they beat them to catch shrimp. It's like slave labor shrimp boats. You ever read about that stuff?
Bubble gum ain't do that. For years, the U.S. shrimp farming sector has struggled to compete against low-cost shrimp imported from mega-producing nations like India, Indonesia, and Ecuador.
You're not supposed to eat shrimp from Thailand. I'm just telling you what I've read.
Yeah, well, I
haven't eaten shrimp in years. Did you eat shrimp?
I love shrimp. I do shrimp cocktail all the time.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, you look normal.
I wouldn't go that far.
You act normal. Well, you don't act normal.
Well, so I would say just try to look for your shrimp that were farmed here in America.
Find out where your shrimp's coming from. You don't want Indonesian shrimp. I'm telling you, it's disease.
Yeah.
Not that healthy.
Man, and it might, if you're looking to start a little something, it might behoove you to look into shrimp farming in America, because they're gonna be looking to bring it over here.
I got a couple of ponds in Windsor, right across the street from my house. It's full of ducks and stuff. I don't know if that'd be a problem.
Okay, here we go. Homegrown shrimp being developed by Bangkok, Thailand based food giant. Is it Sharon Pakpand Foods?
Sharon Pakpand.
Now this is one. They have a farm in Florida, but remember, it's a Thailand-based food person. They are trying to crank out 720 metric tons of shrimp annually.
Well, that's just for skee ball over at the Red Lobster here on the east side.
Girl, skee ball single-handedly taking down Red Lobster.
One farm per person in the skee ball family.
Yeah, wow, that's crazy. I love shrimp.
Yeah, I do too. I just I steered away from shrimp for years. Weirdly, whatever.
Yeah.
But
I guess I've never read about shrimp farming. And now it looks like I'm going to. Oh my God, here's a whole story about a family breeding shrimp.
I feel like prongs are different, though.
Like looking into making like the most perfect shrimp.
Ah.
We're on this 5th and 6th generations of genetic lines right now. Wow. How do you... I understand, like, breeding the perfect cow or breeding the perfect...
Well, when you read about that
horse,
stuff, right, it's what they feed them, how they grow them, what they give them as far as growth hormones, and then,
There's about 50 shrimp farms in America right now, so get on it.
Yeah. If you can get an American shrimp farm, I think you're better off.
Yeah. Wow, dude, that's crazy.
Yeah.
Way to ruin it for me.
Well, it's that slave labor. It's like, whoa, is that real? I mean, they just put them on the boats and all they do is peel shrimp.
Oh, and here's a story about how artificial intelligence could help with shrimp farming.
Really?
Yeah. Damn, I'm learning all kinds of stuff about shrimp.
People, relax.
What a complete waste
We are killing it online. Have you guys checked the comments?
of cyberspace.
Smoke That Skin Wagon says, you guys are killing it.
The JJO Morning Show Podcast.
We're internet sensations.
Johnny and D, nowhere but
Part of
JJO.
my tough stance on immigration, Taco Tuesday will be changed to Pizza Pthursday.
I like pizza, pepperoni, mozzarella, and patchouli. I like pizza with salami, extra cheese, and oregano. I like pizza with tomato. I like pizza. We like pizza. We like pizza in the morning. We like pizza every day. We like pizza in the evening. We like pizza anyway. I like pizza, pepperoni, mozzarella, and anchovy.
Don't understand why Pizza Extreme has not made that their theme song. Never understand marketing.
Yeah, they'd have to pay Attila.
Not with free pizza, yeah.
Probably. So tomorrow is World AIDS Day. And there's a new pizza out in the Milwaukee area, and it is called the Hopeful Harvest Pizza, and it is part of a charitable effort. Portion of the proceeds going to Vivint Health, which is an organization that's dedicated to serving the HIV plus community. So anyone that's HIV positive, I've seen them talk about World AIDS Day this whole week leading up to it, which is pretty fantastic. But I have yet to see anybody promoting this pizza, so I was like, well, what the hell? Let's do this. Margaret Lidstone, she's the Chief Development Officer at Vivint Health, and Dana Spandit, she's the Executive Chef at Flower Girl and Flame. So that's a pizza joint. They made the pizza together. Hopeful Harvest Pizza.
That's a pretty cool name for a pizza shop.
Yeah. Flower Girl and Flame, yeah.
It's pretty badass.
Mm-hmm. So it sounds delicious. Pimento cheese base, I'm in. Wisconsin mozzarella, and then they have Newski's smoked pepper bacon. Peppadews, which I don't even know what those are.
I don't know what a peppadew is.
But they sound amazing.
Okay.
Wood roasted garlic, yes. Caramelized squash, house bourbon barrel honey finish, and scallion. Why not?
Yeah.
Each ingredient of the pizza is said to have been chosen to represent hope, unity, and resilience. So, yeah, let's see. We have a link. Flowergirlandflame.com is the page.
I think it'd be really cool if the lady that owned Fire Girl and Flame looked like Selma Blair. From Hellboy. She was the one that could make herself catch on fire.
I don't know what Selma Blair looks like.
Liz from Hellboy.
I've never watched
She could make herself, like, be a ball of fire.
So, she's a brunette. She looks like a hippie.
Yeah.
Yeah. I love hippies.
Not Selma Blair.
So you can go to flowergirlandflame.com. She seems like a really rad chick. They practice sustainability as well, which is nice. I love seeing that.
Can't say that about the shrimp.
They've won Best in Milwaukee for wood-fired pizza and woman-owned business in 2022, and then in 2023 they won Best Food Truck in Milwaukee.
Nice.
Yeah, pretty rad. So they're doing something right. Look at her food truck.
Oh my God.
Isn't that rad?
Like this oven on the back of a 18-wheel flatbed. That's trailer. That's cool.
So flowergirlandflame.com. Sounds pretty neat. You can make a whole weekend of it and go and get your pizza and then go over to Indeed and start drinking some of them holiday beers they got over there. What up? Okay, the other pizza news I have, and it's more of a pizza suggestion. This lady here, Chloe O'Donnell's telling us to cook frozen pizza in a cast iron skillet. Throw the instructions away. Which I could see why the cast iron skillet would be amazing.
Yeah, it's not a stretch.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah.
So they say it's going to make the perfectly crisp pizza.
Yeah. I get you.
Yeah. So, I mean, I would think you...
I think I've done leftovers on the stove.
I've done leftovers in the cast iron.
Yeah, I just throw it on the griller.
So you're supposed to put olive oil on the crust, give it a dusting of garlic powder, and then sprinkle a little bit more mozzarella on there, chop basil and oregano, and there you go.
Boom.
Throw it on. Yeah. And it does make it seem like a high-end pizza, you know, because just those tiny little things that you do.
Aren't there regular skillet pizza pans for that? I think there are.
I think there are.
Yeah, I think I've seen them before.
Yeah, and then there's a lot of deep dish pizza recipes out there for the cast iron skillet.
Sure.
And one of them actually had using a frozen pizza as your actual crust. So take your thin crust frozen pizza, put it in the skillet, and then build from there. So that would make it a lot easier, I would assume.
Yeah, I like that.
There you go.
We thought uploading to the cloud was something completely different. The JJO Morning Show Podcast. Johnny and D, JJO.
The Big Invicta tells me it's time for the days of our lives.
Like sands through the hourglass.
So is this asshole trying to come off as a nice guy. Listen to that in stereo.
This is McDonald Carey, and these are the days of our lives.
Back when that announcer would introduce himself. Now they're like, nobody cares who you are, asshole.
I'm McDonald Carey. Pause. No, nobody? Okay. These are the days of our lives. Remember we checked in on McDonald Carey. He was from Iowa, and he went to school in Madison. Remember that?
Oh, really? I don't remember that.
Yeah. We did a whole deep dive on McDonald Carey.
Oh, wow.
The guy that announced his own name for some reason. Still can't figure it out. The Golden Bachelor. I didn't want to go here, but screw it. You know what I'm saying? I like talking, so I thought I'd go here. The finale is tonight for Gary Turner. Is it Jerry or Gary? I forget. I think it's Gary. He's 72 years old. And we thought everything was kind of hunky-dory here, moving right along, falling in love with some old ladies. The perfect guy fantasy has been shattered. And a lot of the women who fell in love with him feel lied to by Gary.
Oh, Gary.
It's put a dark cloud over the whole show tonight. And America's sweetheart is turning out to be a kind of a dickhead.
No. Are you telling me someone misrepresented themselves on a reality TV show?
I'm telling you, a man lied to get into somebody's pants. All right, where do I start here? Now, where do I start here? Now, his wife died, okay? And this is, the Golden Bachelor. Now, here we are. He will hand out the rose to either Teresa or Leslie tonight.
They're going to be like, no, thanks.
The Hollywood Reporter rag came out with a bombshell. Gary and a woman who used the name Carolyn in the interview to maintain her privacy met while they were both working at Vera French Mental Health Care Center in Davenport, Iowa.
Oh.
Just 1 month after Tony suddenly died from a bacterial infection in 2017. Shortly after their first date, Gary began sending Carolyn text messages that implied he saw a future with her. You are the right woman for me. No need to look further. The relationship moved fast. Carolyn moved into the home with Gary, and Tony bought in Hudson, Indiana, after 10 months of dating.
That's a U-Haul lesbian.
While Carolyn revealed she learned about some of Gary's controlling tendencies while living together.
Oh, no.
The relationship hit a breaking point when he uninvited her to his high school reunion after she gained 10 pounds.
Oh, my God.
I'm sorry. Is that a gunt? I'm going to have to ask you to leave that at home. Once they officially called it quits after living together for 1 year and 9 months, Gary allegedly told Carolyn she had to be out of the house by January 1st, 2020. Carolyn fell down the stairs while packing up the house, suffered injuries that required foot surgery. Gary allegedly accused her of intentionally falling so that she had an excuse to stay at the house longer, while she also speculated that she planned to sue him for causing the injury. Despite the fall, Carolyn eventually moved out. Viewers and contestants were shocked to learn about Gary and Carolyn's romance, as the father of two have implied on the show he hasn't dated since Tony's death. Gary previously told Entertainment Tonight he hasn't dated in 45 years. While he often discussed how hard Tony's death was for him, his wife.
Mm-hmm.
We had a real typical but full life, full of love, full of activity. Gary told viewers in the episode on September 28th, we went to the emergency room. She had a bacterial infection, infected her kidneys, infested her liver. So I took my wife to the emergency room July 7th. She passed away July 15th. Now every time I look at the lake, I go, this is her dream. This is what she deserves. Why am I standing here alone? So Gary, on the gist is on the show during the episodes, he said he hasn't kissed a woman since Tony died.
Right.
Of the bacterial infection.
Which is a lie. He's been going to Pound Town and pushing bitches down the stairs.
He took Carolyn to Pound Town and pushed bitches down the stairs. Is what we're probably.
Damn.
That's the version you're not going to hear on ABC television tonight. Carolyn's just laying there going, "What'd I do?
You gained 10 pounds."
Carolyn, girlfriend X, as we'll call her, girlfriend X, has.
Why would we call her ex-girlfriend?
Really, really interesting timing. Don't you think that's interesting timing? Are they using that to promote the show? Is this all? Is it real?
Some sort of conspiracy.
Is it a conspiracy?
It's got to be real, or they wouldn't go to print with it because that's a libel.
So Gary, we watched an episode where Gary was on that bedroom date a couple of weeks ago, and he told her specifically he hasn't slept with anybody since his wife died, since Tony died. And Carolyn's like, dude, not only did he sleep with all of us, when he's done, he pushes him off the balcony.
Yeah. What a doucher.
So, I don't know what you were expecting. I mean, kind of like what happens in the real world of dating. We're just finding all this out. So your Golden Bachelor is a what's a good way to put it?
A controlling, demeaning, manipulative asshole.
A toad. I don't know what to call him. There you go.
A chode.
So since this is kind of hitting the news, it's putting a little dark cloud over the final rose ceremony tonight. Sorry to be the one to bring this to you on a rock and roll radio station.
The bitch who doesn't get the rose is going to be like, good.
They're both going to say no. You're like, yeah, no. You know, it'd be funny if she pulled out the article right there at the ring ceremony. She goes, I have a couple of questions for you.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. Yeah.
Skeletons in the closet.
Let's see.
But the dream is alive. I mean, I'm sure they'll gloss it over and she'll say yes. But tonight's the night. Big 2-hour finale. You want to come over? We'll make popcorn.
I'm busy.
Wow. Trying to hang out with you is impossible.
That's the idea.
I try to entertain you. Would you like to? Very well. Anyway, wouldn't it be great? I'll explain it to you as the show rolls on.
My favorite.
Would you shut up? I can't hear anything.
My ultimate favorite.
So now they're going to call her the Carolyn. She was smart to change her name. They're going to come out and probably go after her as some kind of revengeful, gold digger. Trying to get back at Jer Bear. But
well, whatever. I'd be mad too.
That's where it's at, man.
I mean,
so
I don't know. At some point, I get why she did that, and she probably did get a little money for it.
Well, sure, of course she did. But is she sending out the bat signal, that the G signal that Gare Bear is a piece of crap? Is basically what she's.
It's also one of those things where it's like, you kind of got to let those people figure out that he's a pile of crap.
Right.
It doesn't matter what you say.
Now, I know there's always two sides of the story, so I try not to. I always take it with a grain of salt, and we don't have all the facts.
Right.
And maybe she was a total bitch, and maybe she did want his money.
But he still was lying and misrepresenting himself.
He misrepresented. It is a verified fact he was dating after Tony died.
Yeah.
So now, were they having sex? He was hitting on her pretty hard right after Tony died.
And then it's weird, like, what? To just offer up that information when he wasn't even asked, and it's just a lie. Like,
Right.
Why even do that?
Correct.
Why?
Why not just say I've been dating?
Why?
I've dated a few times.
Why even bring it up?
Right. Well, he can make himself cry. He cries all the time on the show.
Yeah, he sounds like an asshole liar.
So he's an insta crier.
Right.
Once he brings up Tony, he can sell it, and that's what it's all about, I guess. Maybe he gets a bonus the more he cries. They give him like $500 every time he cries. Hi, how's it going?
Rotten hole, rotten hole, rotten hole, rotten hole.
Intelligent. Hi, how's it going?
Do you realize you two have to retire together because there's no way she can treat anybody else as disrespectful?
Thank you, caller. Thank you.
You know what I mean.
I appreciate you. I sure do know what you mean.
Don't quit.
No, you son of a bitch.
The JJO Morning Show Podcast with Johnny and D. Listen, rate, subscribe. Catch a new show every Monday through Friday, 6 till 10 a.m. on 94.1 JJO or streaming anywhere in the JJO app. Johnny and D. Nowhere but JJO.